Hello and welcome to the Crumple Zone, the show that gives you all the latest updates and news in the world of the crashtastic sport of banger racing. Right out of the gate, I do want to seriously apologise for last week having no episode. Unfortunately, when I came back after the icebreaker, I became quite ill and I couldn't really record anything, so I do apologise on missing out on last week, as I was actually quite excited to talk about that week's meetings and upcoming events, because that was with the Unlimited Banger BWS round 1 at Aldershot, and that also had the Midwinter Open for the Wharton Stock Car Club. So sincere apologies for the no episode on that, but hopefully we'll be back in full steam. And also in more personal news, I'm now on a PC now. Before, my episodes were on the laptop. They were quite slow and quite hard to get episodes out. So now I am hoping to be making more episodes, and please stay tuned to the channel because we are going to do an aftermath episode which talks about the results and some of the main topics of what happened in January during those big events. And we're also going to try and keep up to date with the aftermath episodes and talk about like the BWS, the icebreaker, and all sorts of big events. Also, I am planning on doing more episodes to build up meetings that are happening further along in the year and talk about fixture lists and all sorts of goods. And I'm also hoping to bring my very first episode of a podcast that I'm working on, so please stay tuned for that. But without any further ado, let's get ready to crumple. Unfortunately, we're starting off with some bad news, as originally this was going to be the week where Mildenhall Stadium, one of the most popular tracks in the UK, hosts their season opener on February the 15th. Unfortunately, this is no longer going to be the case due to current weather conditions. Originally, this meeting was going to feature the Micro Bangers in their Micro Madness series, and the Junior Bangers taking part in a big points meeting. With the meeting being cancelled, the Micro Madness has now been added to the 21st of March event at Mildenhall Stadium, and as for the Junior Bangers, the event is now split between two events, of which drivers can take part in only one of these events. Event 1 will take place at Mildenhall Stadium on Saturday the 14th of March, which is now the new season opener, and will be classed as Round A. And this event will only be available to the first 36 Spedeworth registered Junior Banger drivers. Event 2, which is Round B, will take place at Arlington Stadium in Eastbourne on Saturday, March 21st. And only available to the first 36 Spedeworth registered Junior Banger drivers, providing that they have not already raced Round A at Mildenhall. This is such a shame because, once again, Mildenhall is such a good track for banger racing, but you know, Mother Nature's not been very nice to us so far this year. But hopefully all the drivers will have fun in these new rescheduled events going into March. Okay, so let's talk about the upcoming events that are happening, and the first one is the Great Yarmouth Heartbreaker event, which is taking place the day after Valentine's Day. This is the season opener for Great Yarmouth, and it looks like it's going to be a fun event. This event features the Back to Basics bangers. This is by far the most popular banger formula in Great Yarmouth, so they usually get some good numbers for the Back to Basics there. We also have the Super Stocks and the Stock Rods racing alongside the Back to Basics. They are both, the Super Stocks and Stock Rods, taking part in the Hoosier Racing Tyre Series round. As of recording, we have 58 Back to Basics booked in for this event, which is a good number to kick off the year at Yarmouth. This event is taking place on February the 15th, so best of luck to everyone involved in this one. It should be a very good year once again at Great Yarmouth, especially for the Back to Basics formula. The last meeting that we're talking about for this week when it comes to upcoming events is at Standlake. Yes, everyone remembers that we talked about Standlake for the Heavy Metal Classic. Well, now it's time for the Mini Metal Classic. This is actually quite a new event at Standlake. We all remember last year when 777 Oliver Livesey brought that Rover 10P1 to the Mini Metal Classic in 2025. So, with a meeting known for bringing some interesting motors, I can't wait to see what happens with this meeting happening at the weekend. In this meeting, we've got 124 bangers across the 3 banger formulas racing on the day. And speaking of the formulas include the Teen Street Bangers, the 1800cc Street Bangers for their Gold Roof Series Round 1, the Junior Bangers, we've also got the 1600cc Prod rods, we've got some F2 stocks and some 1 litre stock cars. So a lot of formulas, a lot of entertainment on Sunday the 15th of February. This one's also going to be one to look out for, and hopefully it's another great day at Standlake. And that concludes all the news for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, share and subscribe. And once again, massive thank you to TR Race Videos for allowing me to use this footage so I could give you more news and give you up-to-date news about banger racing. So massive thank you to him. Please give him a subscription. Tell him Demo sent ya. And I'll see you all in the next video. Demolition Icon, over and out.